Joe Biden and his administration have been working tirelessly over the past few weeks to solidify their accomplishments and make them as resistant as possible to any attempts at reversal by a potential second Trump administration. In a whirlwind of executive actions, judicial appointments, and financial allocations, Biden is securing his legacy. Here's a detailed breakdown of how the administration is fortifying its achievements. Student loan debt relief and financial allocations. In the past few weeks, the Biden administration has approved $4 billion in student loan debt relief aimed at assisting over 55,000 public servants, including healthcare workers, first responders, and frontline employees. This effort underscores the administration's commitment to easing the financial burdens of hardworking Americans while reinforcing the importance of public service. Beyond student debt relief, Biden is ensuring that already allocated funds are quickly dispersed to advance key programs. Recent weeks have seen $39 billion directed toward the CHIPS Act to boost semiconductor manufacturing within the U.S., strengthening domestic production and reducing reliance on foreign suppliers. $369 billion in clean energy subsidies targeting electric batteries, solar panels, and windmills, advancing America's transition to renewable energy. $7 billion sent to Ukraine as part of ongoing military and humanitarian aid to support its defense against Russian aggression. Over $1 billion allocated to energy infrastructure projects, promoting sustainable development and energy resilience. The administration is focused on ensuring that every dollar allocated by Congress is utilized effectively before the end of Biden's term. This proactive approach prevents these funds from being clawed back or repurposed under a new administration. Judicial appointments and blocking Republican maneuvers. Biden has successfully appointed over 254 federal judges, shaping the judiciary with a diverse and progressive outlook. Notably, more than 60% of these judges are women, and two-thirds are minorities. Many appointees have backgrounds in civil rights litigation or public defense, presenting a stark contrast to Trump's predominantly white, male, and conservative judicial picks. Biden also thwarted Republican efforts to bypass his influence on judicial appointments. When the GOP-controlled Congress attempted to pass the Judges Act, granting future presidents the ability to appoint 65 additional judges, Biden vetoed the legislation. The administration deemed it a strategic move to prevent future conservative dominance in the federal judiciary while preserving the independence of the courts. Death penalty reform and clemency measures. In a significant move toward criminal justice reform, Biden has commuted 1,400 sentences and granted 38 pardons in the last few weeks, including cases involving nonviolent drug offenses. These actions offer individuals a second chance while addressing systemic inequities within the justice system. Moreover, Biden commuted the death sentences of 37 out of 40 federal inmates, converting them to life imprisonment without parole. While the remaining 3, those convicted of heinous crimes such as the Tree of Life synagogue shooting, the Boston Marathon bombing, and the Charleston Church massacre, will remain on death row. This measure reflects a broader push for humane sentencing practices, legislative protections, and withdrawals. Recognizing the threat posed by a potential Trump presidency, Biden has strategically withdrawn unfinished legislation, particularly bills aimed at protecting LGBTQ+ rights and transgender communities. The rationale behind this move is to prevent Trump and a Republican-controlled Congress from using partially completed bills as blueprints to reverse progress. By pulling these proposals, Biden ensures that future protections can be reintroduced under a more favorable administration. Civil service promotions and protections. The administration is bolstering its defenses against Trump's plans to overhaul federal agencies by promoting and elevating career civil servants within key departments, such as the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the Environmental Protection Agency. These promotions not only reward dedicated public servants, but also make it more challenging for a new administration to fire them en masse. Higher ranks and increased pensions make dismissals politically and administratively costly, thereby safeguarding institutional knowledge and continuity. Expanding energy and infrastructure investments. In the past month, billions have flowed into clean energy initiatives and infrastructure projects. These investments promote renewable energy production, reduce carbon emissions, and create jobs, ensuring that America's energy transition remains on track regardless of future leadership changes. Key highlights include expansion of solar and wind energy farms, increased funding for electric vehicle charging stations, investment in research and development of sustainable technologies, foreign policy commitments. Biden has reinforced America's international alliances, most notably through continued support for Ukraine. The recent $7 billion aid package demonstrates a steadfast commitment to global democracy and stability. These measures ensure that America's role as a global leader remains intact and provide a buffer against isolationist policies promoted by Trump. Presidential pardons and clemency measures. In addition to large-scale sentencing reforms, Biden's use of clemency powers reflects his emphasis on rehabilitation over punishment. The focus on nonviolent offenders and systemic injustices highlights the administration's broader criminal justice goals. Media and public outreach. Biden's administration is also leveraging media and public outreach to communicate its achievements effectively. By highlighting these accomplishments, the administration ensures public awareness and garners support for its policies. Media campaigns emphasize Biden's proactive leadership, contrasting it with Trump's chaotic governance. The Biden administration's recent actions showcase a deliberate and multi-pronged strategy to safeguard its legacy and prevent rollbacks by a future Trump administration. From financial disbursements to judicial appointments, criminal justice reforms, and legislative maneuvers, Biden is laying the groundwork for long-term resilience. With these measures in place, Biden is not only securing his accomplishments, but also fortifying democratic institutions and ensuring continued progress for the American people. As the administration continues to push forward, its efforts highlight the urgency of protecting these gains against potential reversals, emphasizing the critical role of independent media and public support in preserving democracy.